Hey guys, quick update, quick news hitting today with Gus Edwards going down in practice. I just got the alert. Unfortunately, he was not the only one to go down. He's the only one seemingly making the news right now, but Marcus Peters went down on literally the very next play in practice. So, for that reason, we had to come back into our algorithm, make some changes, and it's not looking good. So essentially, what happens here is everything got downgraded because now they have not. Obviously, they did not just lose Gus Edwards. They've lost J.K. Dobbins. They lost Justice Hill. They are now back to their fourth string running back in Tyson Williams. And to be totally honest with you, I'm not convinced he keeps that job. They're bringing in other people. They got Le'Veon Bell on the practice squad. I mean, they weren't really set before this injury, which tells me that they weren't just looking for depth. They were also looking for somebody that could maybe give them a spark because it didn't seem like Tyson Williams was going to come out and blow the league up. That being said, for right now, we have to use his rating, and on Madden, it is a 60. So pretty big drop-off considering J.K. Dobbins was, I believe, at 81, and then Gus Edwards is at 79. Those were not too big of a difference, but a 60 is going to be a pretty big drop-off. With Marcus Peters, we go from an 88 to an 82, and that particular position is just, it's pretty meaningful as far as corner is concerned, and while it's not a huge drop, it's only 6 points, it does slightly lower their overall defense, and most likely it's going to alter how they want to play. Now, they do have a pretty stacked corner unit, so they should be okay, but all that being said, it brings their week 1 advantage, so it was at about a 4-point advantage previously at the very beginning of the offseason or during the summer. With all of the injuries that have occurred, it was down to about a 2-point advantage, about a 2.3 point advantage. And then, of course, take into consideration that they are the away team for week 1 against the Raiders, this game should be down at about a pick'em right now. If you have already, and this is me included, I have already bet the Ravens, unfortunately, and so I am stuck with the Ravens at -4.5. If you have not already done this, don't do it, obviously. I think the line has been taken down in most places, but eventually they're going to repost it, whether that's this afternoon or tomorrow, who knows, but they will repost it before the game start on Sunday, and in this case, actually it'll be Monday night game. What I would say, though, is look at that line and see what value is presented. Right now, at a 0.3, the Ravens should be favored by 0.3, which is essentially, that's going to be like a pick'em. I mean, because most of the time, a book is not going to put out Ravens minus 0.5. They may still go to, and this is where it gets difficult, because running backs are typically not worth very much as far as the spread is concerned. At this point, though, because there's been so many injuries, and it's not just to the running back room, if you guys are not aware, there's been injuries all over the Ravens, from the running backs to the corners to the defensive linemen. I mean, it's just like one thing after another. Lamar Jackson is not vaccinated, so while he should be playing week 1, if he misses a game because he was a close contact or because of COVID protocol, that team is going to really struggle, and this also really puts a damper on week 2 because they play the Chiefs in week 2. Previously, it was about a pick'em, or at least that was the spread. As of right now, it has changed the line a little bit. We previously had them as about a 1.5 favorites, and now it's under a point. It's at 0.85 as a favorite with this algorithm. But that's because they're playing at home. So if this is a neutral site, with all of these injuries, the Chiefs are really, at this point, about 5-point favorites. Or sorry, if they were playing in Kansas City, it would be a 5-point favorite for the Chiefs. A neutral site would be about almost a 2-point favorite for the Chiefs. So that'll come up in week 2. And the Ravens are also going to have a rest disadvantage because they play the Monday night game. So the Chiefs, assuming that this line comes out anything similar to what we saw before, if it's like a -1 for the Chiefs or -2, I'm totally jumping on the Chiefs early, often going all in on the Chiefs for that week 2 game. But let's take a look and see what happens this week. We'll get a good little, adjustment from the books, and we can kind of see what they think about the Ravens with all these injuries. If they are following something similar to my algorithm, they will move this line to basically a pick'em or Ravens -1. If they truly do not believe that the running backs have any effect or any notable effect on the outcome, you're probably going to, and of course they're going to take into account the corner, they might move it to like a -3.5, which is about a point off from what they were at previously. And at -3.5, I love the Raiders. I would take the Raiders in the +3.5, so the Raiders plus the points at that point, if you can get over the 3, if you can get over that key number. But if they don't, if they do, like I said, follow something similar to my algorithm and it's Ravens -1, it's just a stay away game for me at that point. Unfortunately, this is one that's for myself, I can't really get out of, obviously. I could maybe try to hedge the other way, but the bet is in, and so it's in right now. But either way, guys, just wanted to touch base with you on this. Hopefully this will save you some bets, save you some money, or make you some money for this upcoming Week 1 matchup. Thanks again. Have a great day. Stay safe, and please, somebody put the Ravens in bubble wrap. Guys, don't practice. Just stay in the locker room. Just talk about the game plan. Shit.